What's up guys, Corvus here and welcome to episode 2 of my Football Manager 2017 playthrough as Preston North End. This is Preston's Potential. Now on the last episode I asked you guys if you would suggest some people for me to sign down in the comments. Unfortunately we didn't have any comments in relation to that at the point I'm recording this. So we are just going to sign people I think will fit in well. Now, looking through the loan listed players, I've picked out Chuba Akpom, Josh Murphy. I had a look at Depay and he's not good enough comparatively to Callum Robinson if we compare the two. Like, he's obviously better, but he's not so much better that I can justify paying so much for him on loan, because I think, what was it? Let's have a look. So loan, I'd have to pay $250,000 a month and then pay $12,000 a week. That's basically all of my wage budget and a ridiculous amount of monthly fee. So I don't know if it's quite worth it. Shea Ojo's another possibility for a left winger. Good crossing and dribbling, good speed and acceleration. Not great finishing. First touch is pretty good and composure is good. How much would he cost to take on loan? He would want $5,000 a week when he's playing. That's not too bad. So I think those are the three I would perhaps want to go for. What about Josh Murphy? He would only want $3,000, but I'd have to pay it even if he wasn't playing. So let's compare Shea Ojo and Josh Murphy. I'd say Ojo's better. I think I'm going to put in an offer for Shea Ojo. I'm going to take that out, and say suggest terms. Finalize offer. So we're going to do that. Well, also, I compared Chuba Akpom and Leandro Rodriguez. And Leandro Rodriguez is much better technically, but in the lower divisions outside the Premier League, pace is so important, and having these physical stats in comparison to these, the 9 strength is really worrying for me. So I think Chuba Akpom's the player we're going to go for. How much was his? Yeah, just $5,000 a week if he plays. Not bad at all. So I think we're going to get him on loan as well. Finalise offer. And then I think we should probably get someone on a defensive role. So that's 8,000 I think. So we've got about 4,000 left. So we'd prefer a defender. So if I put position, I wish I could select defender. Is natural in a defensive position. So we've got Tuanzebe, Holgate, Williams. Let's have a look at this guy. Not too bad. Pretty good actually. Jumping reach, strength, positioning, marking, tackling. Pretty good. Christian Bielek from Arsenal. He doesn't look as good. Looks decent, but nothing special. What if we look for someone to actually sign? Is there any transfer listed players for, like, why are you even, because they don't have realistic transfers on. So we've got a couple of players here. None of these really interest me that much. Let's put a position modifier on. What position am I weakest in? Defensive wise, I've got really good defenders. Daniel Johnson may get in the squad pretty soon, because I've heard he is good enough to play in the Premier League from a couple of people on Twitter. So I think he may be getting in the squad ahead of either Brown or Welsh. This is probably Welsh's last season. He's been here for 6 years. This will be his 5th season here, sorry. So it's possible that it'll be his last season. in which case players like Daniel Johnson will get more game time. And yeah, I don't think we can really afford to buy players, it's the problem. Maybe a right back? How's our right back? Oh, we've got Vermigel. And we've also got Callum Woods, who's really good. Maybe a backup goalkeeper, a young goalkeeper. What about... What's his name? Maccabi, is it Maccabi Haifa? Or Maccabi Tel Aviv? These guys have... Where is he? Predrag Rajkovic. He's very good. What if I offer them... say 500k up front, and I'll give them monthly installments for the next 48 months of 2.5 million. You want 2.7 and 4.4 up front. You can have 20% of the next sale, and you can have... I can only offer 500k. What if I offer 0 up front and then offer 5 million over the 4 years? They want 1.5 and 3.5. Interact with board. Oh, come on. Could be left behind. Well, I can't afford that. I obviously can't afford... What if I offer a loan offer? They'd want a lot of money. What if I'm desperate. I want to actually make a signing, but I think we're just going to have to rely on loans. What about if we go to competitions, Skybet Championship, go to the Premier League, and let's have a look through the squads and see if there's any players we think aren't going to get much game time this season, so maybe willing to come on loan. What about Alex Iwobi? He would be a huge signing. No, considered a first team player, unfortunately. Kieran Gibbs? No. Debussy. He's not a first team player. He's definitely not. Right, Burnley, I don't think there's anyone... I don't think the players who they would be willing to loan would be good enough for us. We're obviously not going to get anyone from this team, so let's have a look at the under-23s. Got Solanke, who's a pretty good player, although not as good as I thought he'd be. Everyone else is already on loan, which is a bit unfortunate. Under 18s, no, they've got Shalaba's brother and Josh McEachran's brother, I assume. A lot of family members there, Chelsea. I don't think there's anyone at them or at Everton. What about Flamini? No. Everton, young players. Mohamed Besic. Are you willing to let him go on a loan? Well, why is he in your reserves if he's available for loan? Or not available for loan? Right. We could go for Tyus Browning maybe. He used to be really good on FIFA. He turned into a really good player. Not that amazing. Good physically, not so much in technical. Well, how much would he be? You would want me to pay 5,000 plus a monthly fee. Right, I'm just not doing that. Hull, no. Leicester, probably not. I don't think they really have any, unless they'd let me take Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray? Liverpool, you have a couple good players. Where is he? I must have gone past him. Where is Gruitch? he in the first team? Yeah, Marko Grujic. He's out for 3 to 7 weeks. I'd still take him. He's got first team commitments to the club. What if I just offer you this? And what about Ilori? He's just been sold to Reading in real life for 3 point something million. Let's try that out. And we're going to advance. So we're just going to aim. I thought they would want us to avoid relegation, so mid-table finish is probably what I was actually aiming for. 4th round of the FA Cup, hopefully we'll meet that. Reach the 3rd round of the EFL Cup. Shouldn't be that difficult, hopefully, unless we get a bad draw. And we will just confirm that. Zelalem, he was another guy we were looking at. He looks fake in that picture, just because of the lighting. But he looks actually really good. I believe, however... Why are you not letting me... Oh, I've already offered. Apparently. Yes. Let me just make sure my staff responsibilities are set up correctly. I basically do everything apart from training. Here, yes, let the assistant handle all the press conferences. Backroom advice. I don't really like this. It just drives me insane having so many messages. Personal assistant, only let me know about future prospect and transfer listed players. And yes, that's fine. Okay, so Zelalem, yes, we show interest in Ojo. They've accepted the loan offer. Arsenal have accepted, good. And we will hopefully get them to come in. Everyone's happy. Tom Clark says, welcome, I hope, as a team we can go on to achieve great things in your management. I'll remember that, Tom. Thank you. I'm very positive we can finish in mid-table. Everyone's happy. Come on, Tom again. Come on, guys, the boss is right. We can get a mid-table finish this time. Is Tom the captain by any chance? I would assume so. Where... Oh, well, we'll make that decision here. Yes, Tom Clark is the captain. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. And let's hopefully get our loan transfers in. I apologise if you can hear seagulls outside. Very little I can do about that. I don't really want an extra friendly, so we'll just avoid that. I was actually going to cancel some of my friendlies. They've rejected. Okay, well that's okay. That's not the end of the world. Just in auto select including everyone. I was going to change up the schedule, but they've actually organised it in a really good way. So we've got these 4 friendlies, which I'm fine with, and then we've got Chorley, who are in the National League North right before the start of the season, which means we should smash them, which will give us a morale boost. That's a good thing to do. You set up your first couple friendlies to be really hard teams, but they'll pay really well. And then you set the last game to be a really easy team who you can just smash and get all your players really good at morale going into the season. Are my ambitions matched by the chairman's? Absolutely. Very happy with the direction we're going in. Plenty of examples of young managers having success in the game. Appears tracksuit style management, don't matter. I guess that'll be right. We're led to believe that you're much a defence-minded coach. This is true in-game and in real life. I do prefer defence, because if you don't concede, you can never lose a game. But obviously you do need to score to actually win games, but I'd rather be getting 1 point than getting 0. So, however, in-game, not so much a defence-minded coach, I wouldn't say. It's not really a defensive tactic. Focus on defence. It's often said that different managers favour. Yes, we're going to focus on the league, and that's going to be the end of the first time press conference, which will hopefully be one of the few press conferences I have to do. I really don't like that aspect of Football Manager. I understand why it exists. Akwasi Kwateng has been injured. Is he just like under 18s? Under 23s? Yes, under 23s. That's okay then. Not the end of the world. Team Watch salary per annum is 8.76 million. We're predicted to come 21st. This is our projected lineup, which isn't correct because we're playing a 4-2-3-1. And season tickets, we're going to sell about 7,000 total. Let's have a look at Deepdale. Where is Deepdale? Let's have a look. Right. Deepdale, which is the Preston North End Stadium. 23,000 capacity, so getting 7,000 season ticket holders is quite a decent amount. Roughly a third of the capacity. Built in 1878, very good condition. No undersoil heating, which I believe you have to have undersoil heating if you're going to go up to the Premier League, so we'll need to get that put in at some point. No roof, obviously. Very few do have roofs. Champions League, Premier League, Euro Cup, FA Cup, Sky Bet Championship, EFL Cup, Sky Bet League 1 and League 2 and Checkatrade. So is that what... I'm assuming this is what competitions it's eligible to be used in. And it's just used by me, no one shares it. One of the... what are these called? Stands. One of the stands is called the Invincibles stand, named after the Preston North End team of 1888, 89, something like that. I went through in the last episode when we won the Premier League, past winners, right at the start. There we go, 1888-89, Preston. And then they came second, the 3 years after that. Look at these teams. You would never imagine any of these teams really winning the league. First one is Liverpool, and that hasn't happened for 26 years or something. Man United, 1907, the first time they ever won it. Anyway, let's carry on. I need to stop opening that side menu. Okay, come on. When am I going to get my loans confirmed? I'd like them before the Walsall game. Wright, Bailey Wright is now in Braceton, the Australian player. He has played for Australia, so no chance of him getting in the England team. I don't know if he would, but you never know. Wasn't there... I'm thinking of... what's it called? Cricket. With lots of the English cricket team are South African or Australian born. So Zelalem's going to join. Very nice. I don't have to pay a thing for him, which is amazing. Lewis Dunk's moved from Brighton to Norwich for 6.5 million, whereas Basong's moved from Norwich to Crystal Palace for 3.6. They're the only people to have made a deal so far. Zalem will add him to the training. Why are they unhappy? You're telling me this guy's not ready to play in our first team? Well, he's going to be on the bench. He's not going to be a first choice. Chubakpom went to Huddersfield, unfortunately, who are in the Championship. They're just slightly better than us. Ojo's going to Nottingham Forest. That's disappointing. Okay, so we need more loan signings. Loan status listed. And Akpom's gone. We could go for Rodriguez. I did say he wasn't that good. Who else was there? Josh Murphy was the guy we were looking at. Let's make a loan offer for him. Take these away. And we're also going to go... well, we've got a midfielder. I think we need a striker and a defender. Teddy Bishop is meant to be a young starlet kind of player, isn't he? I wonder if we could get him on a loan offer. No. With chance to buy in the future, I was going to suggest. Harry Winks playing very well for Spurs this season. Valued at only 900k. Could we get a loan offer with a optional future fee of say 2.5 million? But I don't know if he's that good in game. He doesn't look that good. He doesn't look as good as Zelalan. Yaya Sanogo's injured at the moment. He's out for 12 days. That's not too bad. I think we need a backup because our main striker, where you gone, Beckford, is injury prone to some extent. So I think I'm going to search for strikers. And we're going to search by the most expensive ones. Leandro Rodriguez is the only one, like, up there. Let's compare Sanogo with Rodriguez. Compare with Sanogo. So Rodriguez much better here. He feels a bit down here. I'd say they're pretty even. But Sanogo, I assume, would cost a lot more to take on loan. They would require 10,000 a week. Okay, I was wrong. That's way more than I was expecting. Would you allow me to take him free? Yeah? No? Okay. Anyone else? Conor Mahoney. Anyone here that looks like a player I've heard of? All these players are in leagues below us. Well, most of them. Brooks Lennon from Liverpool. Doesn't look like anything particularly outstanding. What about players out of scouting range? No? No. Okay. So, what about show realistic regular loans? They don't have to be loan listed. Sam Byrne is injured, as is Ryan Seeger. Seems to be all the injured players, it seems to be Premier League players. I think we're just going to have to try and survive without getting someone in. What about Darren Bent? No, he looks nowhere near as good as I was expecting. Yeah, I think we're just going to... Unless there's one more thing I want to check. I want to check transfer status expired. Not transfer status, contract status expired. Okay, don't exclude them. So strikers, search by position striker. We are going to go for, how can I sort this in a way that the contract doesn't matter, transfer doesn't matter because they're all worth 0. What about international caps? We'll sort by closer. He's a free agent. He's not interested. Kada doesn't look particularly good. Berbatov. He's not going to want to join, is he? Nope. Ricardo Fuller, former Stoke man. Looks terrible. Adebayor. Reasonable. I think that would be reasonable. Heskey, I don't want to. He doesn't look that bad. He looks one of the better players. You'd want $2.5 a week. That's not too bad. Anyone else here who rings a bell? Shola Amiobi? No. Obi Zamora doesn't train. Good for him. No, I don't think any of these players look good enough to make it. Kevin Karanyi. I remember him. Yeah, Hoffenheim. Formerly of Schalke. who are like the team I kind of support in the German league, Schalke. Yakubu, he was a star at Everton and Middlesbrough, Portsmouth. Anyone just in general good who'll actually join? Ricardo Carvalho. Nope. Carlos Edwards, I remember him, former Sunderland man. He was actually really good. And he looks really good. I might actually get him in. He doesn't look too bad. It's just a backup player. I think I'm going to get Carlos Edwards in. Where does he play? Plays right back. Well, if we can get him down to 2k, let's just try that. No. Okay. Raul Morella is not going to join us. We'll try. No. Captain America. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to get anyone in here. There's no way Michael Essien wants to join Preston. Michael Essien wants to join Preston. Okay. Right. Why does Michael Essien want to join? He wants 5k a week. Well, yes, I'm obviously going to take this. Let's see if I can get him down to here, 4.5. Doesn't want a thing where he's committed to extra time. Yes, get Michael Essien in. That's amazing. How? Why does he want to join? So Michael Essien wants to join, but players who I would say are probably worse than him now don't. Michael Essien was like amazing in his time in his prime at Chelsea. We're not actually going to go onto the match. That will be saved for Friday's episode. But we are hopefully going to... I would love to get Essien in. So who are we actually going to bring in? Let's have a look. Quick look, and then we'll end the episode. So Essien possibly coming in on a free transfer. It's all dependent on if he decides to choose us over some of his others. Josh Murphy also possibly coming in from Norwich, which I'll be happy to use him. We do have a good player in... I need to learn their names. Gallagher's playing in the mid. Who's the guy playing on the left? It is Robinson. Robinson's pretty good, but I think Josh Murphy will be a good backup, challenging for his spot kind of player. We also brought in Zelalem, who it doesn't play the role we currently use, but he'll be good off the bench, coming on, playing a more advanced role than the current team setup allows, and hopefully getting us a couple of goals. He only has 8 finishing, but you could, with that 14 passing, 15 vision, and the 15 flair and 16 technique, you'll be very good, along with the 15 first touch, at getting the ball to our striker. I think what will happen is we'll put him in a more advanced role here and push up this guy, whoever it may be at the time, up to striker, have 2 strikers, and bring on a striker from the bench. But I think we're going to end it for today, guys. We will play at least 2 matches in the next episode, so look forward to that. Let me know any more signings you think I can make in the comments down below. But from me, Corvus, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, and goodbye.